Super Smash Bros., the popular fighting game series with a roster made mostly of Nintendo characters, has been with us for over 20 years, and the games in the Smash series are certainly titles that come to mind when someone thinks of Nintendo. Smash has seen games on the N64, GameCube, Wii, 3DS, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch. The most recent game, Smash Ultimate, has reached over 25 million sales, and there are plenty of people out there with videos reaching over 100,000 views of just them playing the game. It's a little confusing where we'll see the Smash Bros. Series go next, if there even is another game ever made. Smash Ultimate is already so refined, with practically every important Nintendo character in the game, as well as a bunch of other guys. And Smash Bros. Is important. It's the reason any of this exists. And with Sora being released a few months ago as the last DLC character for Smash Ultimate, we can't be too sure what's going to happen to Smash next, if anything. Yes, we are missing many characters that would make great additions to Smash, but if you want to see Kratos fight Sly Cooper and Parappa the Rapper, then play this. And if you want to see Batman fighting Shaggy, just play this. And if you want to see all those characters fighting Mario, well, you're just going to have to imagine that. Smash as a game is obviously mainly just you and some other people fighting each other as your favorite Nintendo characters, or some third-party one, because we love watching Italian guys beat their wives, and their brothers, and Steve. There's also adventure mode where you just do more fighting, with some random bosses thrown in, such as Hand, and Hand. This mode is called World of Light in Smash Ultimate, and because I suck at the game, I never even beat Galeem. So why am I here? I'm just a young lad who isn't even the biggest Smash fan, isn't good at the game, and has never even played the first two Smash games. But I do have an imagination, and that's all I need to hypothesize a successor to the Super Smash Bros. Games. I'm here to visualize an all-new fighting game that would be similar to Smash Bros., but also different. It would bring new twists and ideas, and if Sakurai is done with Smash, I'm sure someone else could make something to follow Smash somehow. So now, I'd like to introduce to you Super Smash World. Now, the name doesn't really matter right now. That's a pretty bad name, honestly, but the name doesn't matter. But the game itself would go as follows, and I'm going to break this up into a few different sections. First, I'll discuss the basics, then new characters, then mechanics, and then whatever else I need to talk about. So obviously, the game would carry over Smash Ultimate's roster, because if everyone was there, then everyone has to be here. Except for Piranha Plant, it doesn't deserve to be there. Since this game would have to take over for Smash Bros., I'm thinking it should step in a new direction. Instead of just a 2D game, I'm thinking this one would be 3D, perhaps something like Pokémon Tournament, but for anyone who gets upset, traditional 2D maps would also be available, which would create two ways to play, 2D and 3D, which not only would require gamers to learn more, but also play more. As for 2D maps, the same ones from all the Smash games would just be carried over into the new game, but I'm going to focus more on the 3D maps here because they would be a new concept. Some three-dimensional maps would have ledges for you to knock foes off like some of the 2D maps, but they'd be all new maps. These maps would be near replicas of real locations from different video games. A map with a ledge to fall off would be perhaps the Bowser levels from Mario 64, but with improved graphics. Other maps with ledges could be an entire spherical planet from Mario Galaxy, meaning players would not only be dealing with 3 dimensions, but also they'd be running around on a sphere while fighting. 3D maps where fighters run around in all directions would also fit boats, like a 3D version of Gangplank Galleon, the Halberd, or even Mario airships. Okay, not all those are boats, but just stuff like that. 3D maps without ledges could include parts of levels from Mario 3D Land or 3D World, as existing maps in Smash feature 2D Mario, but since we're dealing with 3D, there would be 3D Mario levels. Other ledgeless maps could include random portions of levels or maps from literally any Nintendo game, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, Kirby Star Allies, Zoo Resort 3D, but to be specific, other maps could include the map design of the Void Termina boss fight in Kirby Star Allies. This level would have a ledge to fall off of, but it would also include Termina himself as an obstacle of sorts. And for that Mario Bowser map I mentioned earlier, the bombs surrounding the map would be functioning for anyone who falls off. They could take damage, but save themselves from falling if they hit the bombs and land back on the map. Anyway, I feel like a map based on the inside of Hyrule Castle, where you fight Ganon in Breath of the Wild, would be nice, and at some point the floor would fall in like it does in the game. Keep in mind, these maps I'm imagining would have 3 dimensions, so it would be like Smash Bros, but in recognizable 3D landscapes, and you wouldn't be bound to moving only left, right, up, and down. The roof where you fight King Boo in Luigi's Mansion 3 would make a good map too, and so would Tortimer's Island from Animal Crossing New Leaf, except it would actually be an improved graphic replica of the real thing in 3D, as opposed to the 2D landscape that is in Smash already. The same could go for other pre-existing Smash maps that are based off of 3D places, like Spear Pillar from Pokémon, but in the new game, you could play both the 2D Smash map and a replica of the actual 3D map from the game they're from. Since Steve is in Smash, the area in the end where you fight the Ender Dragon would make a great map as well. Perhaps there would be even a single map that is just a white room with a patterned floor, so it looks like the Mii Maker room from the Nintendo Wii. If you don't get the point, there could be countless new 3D maps for this hypothetical game, on top of retaining the 2D maps from Smash Bros. As for characters I'd like to see, I think the new game would certainly include every other character that people wanted in Smash but never got added, like Waluigi, Geno, Rayman, Spyro, Tails, Starfy, Shantae, Bomberman, Doomguy, Master Chief, Crash Bandicoot, Hollow Knight, Toad, Sans, Dr. Eggman, and also Fireboy and Water Girl. Okay, I was the one that wanted Fireboy and Water Girl, but if you think about it, that would be a pretty good idea. And as for characters I'd personally like to see, but really, just imagine some random Flash game character like Electric Man, a Bloons Monkey, or a Duck Life Duck being reworked into a Smash game character. Also, Conker, Galactonite, who could become Morpho Knight in his final Smash, King Boo, some random Pokemon Legendary, or a Pokemon Gym Leader or Champion that could use their members of their team like Pokemon Trainer does. Those would also all make good characters, in my opinion. Lastly, how would it work? Well, I'm not too well learned in video game mechanics, but I can speak about this from a novelty standpoint. As I said, Smash being reworked into a 3D game would make it almost something like Pokken Tournament, but the whole health percentage and launching mechanics would still be there. Utilizing the whole C-stick to move around in all directions, as well as only being able to see a certain amount of the map at one time, due to it being 3D, can make things more interesting. There would be a third-person POV for each player, but you couldn't see too far behind yourself, so you could get snuck up on in a way, if you're not playing split screen where you could just see the other person's screen. Moving in 3 dimensions and all directions would also make room for new moves, like directing attacks in certain directions or leaping out of the way in any direction as a dodge. And keep in mind, this game would also have a mode where you can simply play on the usual Smash maps with the usual mechanics and 2D layout, but with even better graphics and new characters. I personally think this would be an interesting step to take to follow up on the Smash Bros. Series, and now I'll recap. Super Smash World, or whatever it would be called, would be the game to replace Super Smash Bros. It would carry over Smash Ultimate as a game, with added characters and better graphics, but there would be many added maps that would be in 3D, bringing an all-new way to play the game. Wherever Smash actually goes in the future, I'm not sure, but this is just my idea, and if you liked this video, you'll never guess what I'm about to say next. Please consider liking and subscribing because I usually upload skit videos, but I might start uploading more videos like this one, depending on how well it does. So yeah, do that. Thanks.